right, so now as a surprise, we're going to get the old gas grill cleaned up and ready to go. So I stopped by Menards and I picked up a replacement burner for it, and we're going to get it switched out and get it up and running. I did run into a little bit of trouble, and we don't have the LP gas tank anymore. So this is the old single burner. It's got two cooking surfaces here, the upper and the lower rack, and the old burner has just completely rusted out. I don't know all the details of it, but this was actually not our grill. This was left behind by a former tenant, and you can see why. So a little bit of fix up, it'll be running and fine. You can pick up a used tank on Craigslist for $10 or $15. If you have a tank, it's only $15 to get a refill on it on the tank exchange. If you don't have a tank, you just pick one up. It's maybe $40, $45. So not a bad deal. Saves you the money on having to go buy the whole grill, which generally when you buy a new grill, it's not coming with that anyway. So this is what I picked up. This is a Char-Broil brand bar burner, and this is a universal. It says it fits most brands from 18 to 23 inches. The key is you want to make sure that it's not going to be larger than your old burner. So looking here, this is how it's going to all go together. These sections here slide on the ends, and you want to make sure that it is set so that your holes are going to line up here on the side correctly, because there's a right and a wrong. See how they're kind of offset? I had it backwards before just sitting here, but all these little pieces are going to all go together. They give you gaskets here to assemble everything that we need. Real simple. If I can do this, you can do this. I will tell you, this is a great money saver on picking up a used grill. So gasket, orifice, some screws, some clamps, and we're all back in business. Now, it's seen better days. It could use a cleanup. So I'm going to see if I can find a wire brush and pick up some high temperature paint for the body of the grill. Rust-Oleum has their own grill paint, and you can use it on the inside of the grill. It's made for the outside. Basically, we're just going to wire brush the inside and touch up paint the outside. I'll use a different epoxy paint here on the lower part because it's seen some better days, and we will get it done up. why go to all this trouble for this grill if I got a charcoal grill here? So the reason is, it's nice sometimes to not have to run to the store to buy charcoal and to just hit that button, hit start, and have that gas grill ready, especially on a late day. We do a lot of cooking between the grill and the crock pot. In our busy life, maybe it would just be nice to come out and hit that ignition button and get that flame going right that minute. So we're going to try this out this summer and see how we like having two grills. We've always just used the charcoal grill in the past. And the second reason is we live in a throwaway society. People don't seem to be happy with what they have. And I like the challenge of fixing and repairing things. That's how the whole channel got started initially. A couple of minor fix-it and repairs and do-it-yourself things. We're up hundreds and hundreds of videos at this point, and it all started from this. So, with that do-it-yourself, fix-it, frugal mentality, we just keep plugging away at things. You can take a good look at people around you who are winning in life and failing at life. Look at how they're doing things. I'm not saying we're winning, and I'm not saying we're losing, but we're always trying to get ahead. Of things, and I wanted to show you what I got into with taking off the old gas hookups. So this is your hookup, and they are solid brass, and they go into these little aluminum pieces. So I wanted to wire brush them to make sure they were nice and clean. The bottom here of the grill could use some grill paint, and you need the high temperature, so keep that in mind. I'm kind of a believer of using up things instead of disposing of them. So I'm going to go ahead and paint the whole grill. So I started taking it apart further. I took the legs off, I took the bottom shelf, and I had some old black epoxy paint. We're real big on putting things away and not leaving things set out. The previous owner, this had sat out and the bottom was all rusty. So I just started taking it apart more and more. See, this is the before of the top, and of course I took my wire brush to it and my steel wool. So I'm going to hit this with some paint. I just used up a can that I had on hand for the bottom, and I'm going to go over the whole thing. So I'm taking things apart. I took the gas holder off, and right now I'm trying to get, this is the lid, I took that apart, trying to get the temperature gauge off, and it's just wanting to spin. So I've got to figure out how I can get that to stay put and take this all off. Otherwise I have to tape it off. But this is not like a true black. Maybe it's just that it's faded. It's like a gray black. And of course the handles don't want to come off either. And you know, it's a bugger to get a Phillips head screw down in there. And it's just wing nuts on the back, but of course they're wanting to screw together because they're so rusted together. But I'm just going to kind of work on this a little bit more, and I'm going to go fire up my charcoal grill for tonight. This is turning out to be a much bigger project than I had originally thought it would be, of course. I'm not real happy with this piece. It's okay, but you can see I've got some actual holes worn through here, some rust holes. So I don't know if this deflector plate is very, very vital. I'm going to see if there's a replacement for it. They have so much of this stuff. So let's head up to Menards and see what they got. So keeping in mind that you want things to last, this is all the ash and stuff that I scraped out. So if you want your stuff to last a long time, keep it clean, keep it scrubbed out, and don't do this. It just got rained in. The igniter holder bracket was all rusted out, so I'm going to see if I can find a replacement for that as well. In the meantime, I'm going to put these parts aside for the lid because they're going to go back on. And these replacement clips, real easy to get. The spring clips that held this on, I'll hang on to those because I may need them. It came with universal clips. So for now, I'm just going to put everything inside and make my little run because more clouds are coming in and it's dinner time. So I'm going to cook our steaks on the grill. See, this is why I wanted to keep them. This is the replacement that they've given and it clips right here. I might want to go ahead and use these instead. I'm not real sure. See how they're going to clip on there? So I don't know which one is going to be better, but I kind of like this original clip better for that, just depending on how they're going to go. But you can see I took the side tables off, I took the feet off, I took the wheels off.
Finally, I am able to get around to painting the inside and outside body of this grill. My gosh, I've had so many things going on. If you watched the Father's Day video, I have a preference for my charcoal grill. But you know, it takes 30 minutes to get those coals hot. I really didn't want to have this, for the most part, unpainted and only have the frame of it painted. So it's looking real good. I use this Rust-Oleum 2x painter's paint. It's really good because it's got the touch-up, it's got the primer in it, and it's good for plastic or metal parts, so I was able to use it on the tabletop frames for a fresh coat. And for the body, I'm using what is left over of my high heat paint that I already had on hand from doing touch-up on my maple syrup evaporator. I thought about using this in my wood-burning fireplace on the inner walls, just to kind of spruce it up. I got it cleaned and wire brushed, but I just don't know if it's going to be enough of a high temperature resistance. I'm not really trying to make the grill look brand new, but she's used. Been in storage for a few years. Why not take the opportunity while I've got the burner out to clean it up? Now I did find my temperature gauges are rusted on. Couldn't get them off. So I'm going to tape around them. But it sure would have been nice to get them off. Tables back on. I got new clips here to hold the pins on for the back, and now we're installing the burner. Now this burner, the assembly is real simple, and I've got it set into place now. So with the burner all assembled, we've got our gaskets and our tubes on here. These tubes just connect behind here. So we're just going to feed that right in there, and I've got this tightened down to the size of the original burner so that it's just going to sit down in there, and you can extend those tubes. They're a flexible type tube, and if you want to, you can extend these out to wherever like you want them to set. So I find with the way that they are there's no good place for them to set exactly flat, and they don't screw in. It just sits into place. So real handy. I'm gonna go up underneath. They give you 2 of these clips for installing, and it just clips on the ends of the tube underneath. These are my original clips that it came with, and I was kind of wondering about reusing those just because I like that they pinch so well. So I'm gonna go under there and see. All right, so right here are our hose ends. I'm gonna wanna extend those out a little bit. Now these ends fit right on the actual orifices here. And if you want to use this, you're going to have to slip that on ahead of time. And I just don't know that I like that for this style. Yeah, see, it's just, it doesn't really pinch enough. I think the old one was a little fatter. So we're going to go ahead and use the clips they gave us. And I'll show you up close with this after I get it on. Now, I'm not real sure about my igniter, so I may see what they have available at the store. And unfortunately, I don't have a propane tank to hook this up and try it, but I don't think that my burner igniter works. It's pretty brown. I don't know. Maybe we can find a tank used on Craigslist. I was at Menards and I noticed it is $45 for a tank to buy and $15 if you have your own. So we'll see if we can find something to go with that. I was thinking this is a little drip pan container here that is missing, and it's supposed to hold like a tuna size can. So I'm going to see if I've got something that size around. This is supposed to sit on a clip up here, and I'm not sure that the bracket that holds it on is going to do any good because it's toast. I don't even know how it was on there. So that is the burner replacement. It is real simple, super simple. They do have instructions in the box, and of course mine have blown away in a storm. We just had a heck of a storm go through here, and this has been bumping around my garage for a project that needed to get finished.